Hey-o, it's Thursday night. Welcome everybody to another rousing episode of Kitty Anti-Breed. I actually mean that, Dan, because we've had Rabbi Chana, the rebel rabbi, on a few times. So some of those shows are less PG than other ones. So but that's probably not happening tonight. Welcome everyone. As you can see, I'm joined by my good friend and my special guest who's making his Kitty Anti-Breed debut. Dan McClellan, I don't think requires any introduction, but hey, thanks for coming and hanging out. So
thanks for inviting me. I'm glad we were able to make the schedules work.
Yeah, we've been trying to work this out for a few months now. So I was stoked that you were free tonight. So there's already a bunch of people. Oh man, there's a whole bunch of people here. Okay. So you just take your eyes off the screen for a second. So just checking in with John and Cenk. Cenk is one of my current Hebrew students.
Very cool.
Faith by Faith is here, yeah. And so as is Noise Ending, another one of my current Hebrew students. Mossy Matt is wishing us a happy Ha Tekvah, as one of my former Hebrew students, and of course that warrants.
I can say Ahavtika, I love you.
So it never gets old, Dan. I just it delights me, and I'd love to make a shirt out of it, except the only thing that prevents me from doing so is the fact that if I wear it anywhere, Hebrew speakers are going to think I'm stupid. So
well, you could put a little SIC in brackets in small letters underneath it.
that would cure it, right? So hopefully. But yeah. So I was never here has a question directly for you. Dr. McClellan, I have a problem. I'm dogmatically committed to Kipp Davis mythicism and God's propaganda being pseudepigrapha. How can I stop putting my dogmas over data?
I think there's probably too much self-pleasuring going on. If that's getting in the way, I mean, you got to cut that out. Because you get the problems with your palms too. But that's step number one. But
wow. See, here I thought this was not going to be as spicy. Gord is here, and Sapphire Big Swamp Denier Light is here. Becca Boo is here. A bunch of people from your channel. Awesome. Buck Perigo. This is Cuneiform Guy. Who used to have a lovely cuneiform YouTube handle before YouTube fucked all that up. So Hypatia Stanhope is here. Evan Moore. Jace Hare, are you familiar with Jason Hare? He runs.
I don't think so.
He runs a platform called the Hebrew Cafe here on.
Yeah. I know the Hebrew Cafe.
Yeah, so that's Jason. But there's a bunch of people in the audience tonight. So welcome everyone. We're gonna jump right in. If you're new here, this is the show where I get to hang out with friends of mine, and we read Hebrew text and we get nerdy about the language and the syntax and the grammar, and just talk about some interesting things going on as well. So Dan and I will, as always, take turns, each reading a verse in the Hebrew and translating it into the English, and then parsing verbs and pointing out anything else that might be of interest. So we are starting tonight after the Patucha, the open paragraph mark there at the end of verse 9. We just read about how Yahweh is going to be a wall of fire around the unwalled city of Jerusalem, and how the glory is going to be right in the midst of it. It's pretty spectacular. So that's where we're picking up tonight. Do you want to read first, Dan, or do you want me to start? I usually leave it up to
I'm happy to start.
Sure.
Verse 10, here we go. Hoi hoi venusu me'eretz safon na'um Adonai ki ka'arba ruchot hashamayim perasti, excuse me, etechem na'um Adonai. And then the hoi hoi we got, or ho ho if you're nasty, I guess. Our interjection, which is I usually go with whoa, but I think up is something that I see.
Up, yeah, okay, get up, like get off your ass,
thing, something like
right?
that. Yeah.
So,
and then we got venusu, which is our plural masculine imperative from noose to flee. So we're saying get your asses off the ground, flee. Me'eretz, from the land, in construct with safon. Safon could be name of a mountain. It is also used to mean the north. It is a mountain located in the north. Famously, the mountain in the Ugaritic literature.
That's right,
where we have some divine palaces, some abodes. And then we got the Neum Adonai, something we see a lot in prophetic literature, says the Lord, or something like that. And then ki, because, or for, ka'arba, as four of winds, or the four winds of the heavens or the skies. Perashti, we've got looks like a PL. And the PL, usually you have E, the hirek in the first syllable. But because we can't put a dagesh in the resh, you've got compensatory lengthening of that hirek to a tsere. And that's a first common singular katal form. When you teach Hebrew, do you use perfect and imperfect? You go...
Yeah, I do. What do you use?
I was taught not to default to tense. And to use concept. But and I think the what I used was prefix and affix were the two forms. But then in the literature, I overwhelmingly saw like yiktol and yiktol and katal. So I haven't really settled on just sticking to one of them.
So yeah, like I've been using Josh's new books for this, right? And so what he has done, because and he's gone a different direction where he doesn't even start talking about like he introduces all the verbs with tense at the start and just doesn't even start talking about aspect until quite a bit later, sort of because
I guess perfect and imperfect
into it, right?
Yeah, somebody points out those aren't tenses. I guess past and present would be the tense version of it. But,
yeah, that's usually how we do it, right? We introduce as like there's we say there's there's a past tense which is the perfect and a future tense which is the imperfect, and participles are usually function as present tense verbs, and then later on after they've got, because we do verbs pretty early, right? So later on we start to fill that out a bit more with the like the more nuanced version. So it's tricky though, right? Like
it is annoying, and it's been so long since I've been kind of in that debate that I said perfect and imperfect. I should have said past and present. I use Lexham Presses. The Learning Biblical Hebrew Reading for Comprehension, which is pretty decent. I like it. And one of the things that it does that a lot of grammars don't is it goes back to the historical linguistics, particularly with vowels, and teaches you these were the historical vowels, and here's how they changed, so that the student doesn't just memorize different patterns, but knows how they got to be the way they are, so they can relate different vowel patterns that come from the same form. And it makes it a little bit more complex at the start, but I think it creates a better foundation. But anyway, we've got Perasti. Go ahead, sorry.
No, I was just going to point out, Jace here says that he defaults always to past tense because in Hebrew it's called zaman avar. So and I mean usually like Jace as an Israeli Hebrew speaker, right? I very often and his knowledge of the biblical languages is quite exceptional too. So I often find myself defaulting a fair bit to whatever Jace says.
Yeah.
So,
I had a speaker of a native speaker of modern Hebrew in my recent Hebrew class, and they didn't have as much biblical Hebrew, but it was always, every time it was like, okay, your turn to read, and I was just humiliated every time.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, it's always like,
yeah, it sounds terrible.
It may not sound like I know what I'm talking about, like I sound like a third grader when I'm reading this.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, finish up.
Yeah, so we've got perasti, which is the first common singular, perfective or katal of paras, to spread out. So as the four winds of the skies or heavens, I have spread y'all out. And then another Na'um Adonai, says the Lord. Or
Yes.
somebody, what did somebody say? I saw a comment that under the auspices. Yes. Somebody said, could you render that under the auspices of Adonai?
Under the auspices of Adonai. See,
Yeah,
I just consistently translate those as an oracle of Yahweh.
Oracle.
But yeah.
I think I'm probably too influenced by the traditional rendering, because it is more like utterance of or something like that.
Yeah, and it's such a, I mean, it's such a formulaic term too, right?
Yeah.
That you know, and yeah. I'll just bring this up here. My apologies, Prixie, another one of my Hebrew students. Kipp hates his students. He doesn't point to the words as he reads because he forgets that we are Hebrew kindergartners. My apologies. I was late as usual, getting my pointer ready to go here.
Oh,
so yeah. So okay.
When I always did it on my iPad, and I had my pencil, and I would just use that, and it was pretty handy, but good heavens, it was difficult to write legibly on an iPad with the Apple Pencil,
right?
And then I had to delete everything that I did when I moved on, and it was annoying.
Yeah, I do like having it handy if I need to, but I got a recommendation actually yesterday. I started a new course with the religion department, and they were
I saw that in
guys.
Andrew's video. He promoted that.
I had a great turnout.
Awesome.
Last night, and a couple of the students were very frustrated by the fact that my because when you're trying to draw like write slowly to get but I'm like the straight lines are it just is not working. So he made a great recommendation. He found like a screen cover for your iPad
that gives you a little purchase on the surface.
Yeah, right.
I think I've heard of that. So I might have to look into that.
Yeah. So all right. Well, I'm gonna move on here to verse 11. It's very short.
Ready?
Right here at the bottom. So Hoi Tzion Himalti Yoshevet Bat Bavel. I have gotten accustomed more recently just to leave Hoi untranslated.
Okay.
But I think you said up, right? But that works here. Up, get off your ass, Zion.
I'm looking at the LXX, and it just transliterates in verse 10. It has
just Hoi.
It has an omega and an omega, but it's a smooth breathing though. So it's just yeah.
Interesting. But they're together. Are they just individuals, or are they together? This is for verse 11 or verse 10?
Verse 10.
Okay.
It's just two right one after the other. Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. So now that makes me feel better about about choosing not to translate.
But then verse 11 has is in or into.
Okay.
Instead of
instead of Hoi.
Yeah.
Okay. So up or Hoi, Tzion, flee. And then we've got settlers or dwellers of the daughter of Babylon. I think I've seen some English translations treat Bat Baval as like fair Babylon.
Oh, really?
I know the GPS does that.
Like fair Verona, kind of.
I guess so.
Like that.
There's. It feels like I can't think of any offhand, but it feels like Bat, which means daughter.
Right.
Folks, I feel like that's a word that sort of takes that euphemistic sense of it as more of like what's the word, like a metaphoric representation.
A personification. Well, is it?
Yeah.
Are you reading it as appositional or as construct?
I read it as construct here.
Yeah, because I see translations that just say daughter Babylon.
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense too. That's probably better, actually. But anyways, so for the verbs, we have himalti is a nifal, imperative masculine singular. The imperatives in the nifal always take this prefixed consonant hey, and you can see the prefix vowel still in place there, and the doubled mem is probably taking the place of the letter noon, and then you've got that comets in the pretonic position, which is characteristic of almost all the nifal stems in both the perfect. It's very common in both the perfect and the imperfect to see that in the imperfect especially, and in the imperative. So yeah, that's what that is. Malat means to flee. This is sorry, did I say I said it was an imperative? I didn't distinguish. This is a feminine imperative. So we've got the T ending there.
Yes.
And as I haven't gotten to imperatives in my current classes, but when I introduce them to my last class, I always say the easiest way to recognize an imperative, usually in the Cal, right, is to just picture them as second person verbs, because in actual fact, this is what they are. You're always addressing someone with your imperative, but then you just lop that prefix right off. Yeah. So one of my students got accustomed to saying you cut off the tip of the verb of the imperfect degree and imperative. So that's what's going on there. And then Yoshevet is also a verbal conjugation here. This is a cow participle, feminine plural, feminine singular, feminine. No, that's feminine singular. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. So there we go. That's verse 11.
Yeah, which is what the inhabitant of.
That's right. I did Bavel. Say. Yeah, I did. It would correctly do that. So
it'd be Yoshvot if it were plural. But that is interesting that we're now doing, because you have etachem in the previous verse, which is your second masculine plural.
The plural. That's
but
right.
We've switched to a feminine singular, and I wonder if that's under the influence of the singular feminine personified cities of Zion and Babylon, because they're both feminine. So maybe that just affects how the author decided to render that. Is there in the BHS? Is there a where are we? In the BHS, is there a variant? Oh, you already went over. Is there a variant or anything in the?
Actually, there is a note here for bat. But you were wondering about Yoshevet.
Yeah, because you have right there Himalti Yoshve, the inhabitants.
Yeah, that's right.
So the masculine plural construct.
Yeah.
So it does look like somebody was like, "Why is that singular? Let's make it plural." And masculine as well. What is that? That's one manuscript
reflected in the Septuagint as well. So
is it? Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Katikuntes, which is masculine plural participle. Cool.
Yeah. Okay. Good stuff. It's always a short 20 pages here. So, all right. Verse 12.
Verse 12, yep. Kicho amar Adonai tzebaot ahar kavod. Oh. What's up? Do you have a...
Sorry, I'm just getting my pointer. I'm ready.
Okay. I'll start over. Kicho amar Adonai tzebaot ahar kavod shelachani el hagoim ha-sholim etechem ki hanogea bechem nogea bavavat eno. Yeah, I've got dental trays now. I've had them for a couple months now, and reading Hebrew. Yeah, right? I'm stumbling over stuff as I'm reading. It's annoying. And my videos too. Like I struggle with making my videos sometimes because I'm stumbling over these dental trays. Okay, so for thus says Adonai of hosts, after glory has sent me to the nations which plundered y'all, and then we've got another key for the striker, or the one who touches y'all, is a toucher of the apple of his eye.
Yeah.
And you have, it looks like we got a couple of notes on Ano there at the end.
Do you want to go look at those now, or we could maybe just do your translation and your parsing first.
So Amar is our standard 3ms katal from Amar, say. So thus says Adonai of hosts. Shalachani is pretty standard call, katal, from shalach, to send, with a first common singular object suffix. And then we have a plural participle with a definite article on the front, which I always, when I learned the participles, they told me, think of the definite article as like a relative pronoun, as like a who or which.
Mm-hmm. That's a good way to think of it.
That's how I've, so shalal, we've got our call, masculine, plural participle, to spoil, to plunder, y'all. And then naga, we've got two masculine singular participles in a row with our wonderful furtive patach. And y'all will always be, yes, thank you, Vishanti. Y'all is one of the most useful words in the English language. I was born in West Virginia. I learned y'all before I learned you. So for a long time, I tried to suppress it. And a while ago, I was like, screw all y'all. I'm using y'all. So naga would be to touch or to strike. So we've got nogea twice there, participle for that. Those are all the verbs. And then I'm trying to see if there's anything interesting here. The cho at the beginning, ki cho. You would expect a dagesh lene in the beginning of that.
That's true.
For the Begad Kafat letter. This is something that I always tried to repeat with my students. If you've got an open long vowel at the end of the word that precedes a word that begins with the Begad Kafat, it will usually omit the dagesh. It's treating it, for purposes of syllabification or pronunciation anyway, as if it is carrying on the same syllable.
Yeah.
So you see that quite a bit.
Yeah. Excellent point. Yeah. No. Do you want to we could look at some of these notes here?
Yeah, I'm interested because I looked at a translation. Septuagint has his eye, but the NRSV UE has my eye.
It does. Yeah.
And I think it's probably because the it's treating it as reported speech, I think, and so it's wanting Adonai to be referring to my eye. What do we have? Okay. Tikkun Sofrim. the Ani.
Yeah.
So there's one. It looks like there's one manuscript of the Septuagint, and then the Vulgate,
Tertullian and the Vulgate.
and that have my eye.
Yeah. So cool.
What is the? Can you scroll to the right a little bit? Oh, add
D to D. What was that again?
That was the end of the verse.
Oh yeah, right. Oh,
so actually the whole clause. Yeah.
Wonder why. But that's just I mean, when you see that, I believe that's just an editorial suggestion.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any actual manuscript.
This is part of the Minor Prophets, right? Yeah.
It is.
I have the BHQ.
Oh yeah.
Prophets. I'm curious what we've got here. Give me just a second to.
Sure.
We're in Zech.
I'll grab a couple while you're looking that up. I've got a couple things here that I'll grab. Yeah. There's a super chat from Brendan Runyon for $10. Thank you very much. Great to see Dan McClellan on this stream too. I just got both. The Bible said so, and God's propaganda delivered to me yesterday.
Nice.
Perfect. God's propaganda is a densely packed book.
Yes, it is dense.
It is. So
my editor wouldn't let me get away with that.
No, I know. I was like, yeah, that's a big part of why I didn't try to pitch it harder. So, but the audiobook is like 24 hours, which is kind of crazy. But Buck Perigo 6479 says, wow, right on. You pronounced my name correctly. Oh, good. But I have a question for Dr. McClellan. I was recently in a discussion with a JW guy who asserted that angels and Jesus were not divine.
That's peculiar. I thought that Jehovah's Witnesses thought of angels, at least angels, as divine, if not Jesus. But
yeah,
I don't know all the ins and outs of their theology. I do see in the BHQ we do have. I don't see anything about that entire last clause being added, but it does say
probably decided.
Yeah. It does say prefer Ani, and there is a note. If you're and for your audience, if you're not familiar with BHQ, that's the next version of this critical edition, the BHS that Kipp has up here, and it's doing a number of things with its updates. One, it's getting rid of like the Gothic symbols and it's getting rid of Latin abbreviations and that kind of stuff. It's also fully incorporating Dead Sea Scroll manuscripts. So instead of just saying Q, it will give you the 4Q Dute J or whatever. But then it's being published fascically, so one book at a time. Of course, the Minor Prophets are small enough that they get them all together. But they also have half the book is the critical text, and then the other half is notes on a bunch of stuff, and so there's a little commentary notes on whatever's going on with Ani. So it's pretty handy. They've only got like maybe a quarter of the books out with
and there's just no chance they're ever going to get that all crammed into a single volume. But
not anytime soon. No.
But
let me see.
It's so I think they must have probably decided that was not a great editorial suggestion for that final clause.
Yeah.
So, and honestly, it irritates me when BHS does that. It's like, I don't know.
It's a pretty big swing. So here's what it says about Ano. According to tradition, M is a Tikkun Sopharim for Ani, attested in one Babylonian manuscript as the I guess it says M Ketz. So do we have the Ketiv that has Ani? Okay. And also in the Washington Papyrus, multiple Vulgate manuscripts and a citation by Tertullian. Implicitly also in a citation by Justin. Yeah, so the context strongly suggests the originality of the first singular suffix, whose modification to a third singular suffix for theological reasons is easily envisaged. And then in 4Q...
it's a totally understandable.
Yeah. 4Q12E, it is not clear because of damage whether the manuscript reads Yod or Vav as the final letter. Yeah. So
that's how they get confused.
Yeah. Easy enough.
All the time. All right. So
and even we've talked in the past about Psalm
22
verse 16 how it's, you'll have in the same line, you might have a Yod that's longer than a Vav in another word, and even in the Dead Sea Scrolls manuscript where it's supposedly clear, the Nachal Hever Psalm scroll, there's a lot going on there where, like, even just in the very next, it's in the very next word, or it's in the word at the end of it, where yadai varaglai, right there, right there is, I think it's the Yod on yadai, the pronominal suffix. If you look closely, and the manuscript is damaged, but if you look closely, it looks very much just like a Vav. It's in fact, it was misread by the editors as a hey, because it's like two Vavs next to each other. And as a hey. So, but I think it's clear. But anyways, it's a problem. It's a real problem in all sorts of those manuscripts. And you honestly, I mean, half of the textual variants in these manuscripts are just kind of
arbitrary mistakes like that, right?
Yeah.
So but all right. Verse 13. Ki hineni menif et yadi alehem v'hayo shalal le'abdechem vidatem ki Adonai Tsebaot shalachani. All right. Since let's see here. So I'll do it this way. So look, I am like waving my hand over them, and they will plunder. They will be plunder for their slaves, and you will know that Yahweh Tsabaoth, Yahweh of armies, has sent me. So Menif, this is a Hifil participle from Nuf, which means to wave. It's probably got a different sense according to the waving of the hands. I'm not entirely sure.
Well, yeah, the Hifil, is it something like shake or something like that?
Yeah, let me look this up.
Okay, Halot says to move to and fro, brandish.
Yeah, brandish.
In
brandishing
a threatening
your hands.
Way.
Yeah, threatening with your hands. So that's a
I shake my fist over you.
That's it. But both of them. So no, it is just one. That's right. It is just one hand. So and then we've got Vahayu is just a standard Cal, perfect third masculine singular. This is prefixed with the Vav, a Vav consecutive with the perfect here, and with the next verb, which are considerably less common in the Bible, but function the same way in terms of inverting that the sense of the verb there.
I learned it as a Vav reversive. I learned Vav conversive with the prefix and reversive with the affix, and then in my textbook that I use, it uses Vav consecutive perfect and Vav consecutive imperfect, and I'm sure it was confusing for students because I kind of hopped back and forth to which I would use.
Aren't we terrible?
Yes,
I do stuff
awful.
like that all the time. So,
what I think some of the students had a hard time with the Vav consecutive perfect was that you need to establish a future tense in order for that to be used that way, because it can just be a simple perfect with a Vav.
it can.
But the hineni, check me out, waving my hand, puts things in the future, and so that's what establishes the temporal futurity of it.
See, I often say, but yeah, when you see a bunch of Vav conjunctions together that aren't Vav consecutive and perfect, very often they're just carrying forward the sense of the last verbal expression until you see the next Vav consecutive. So Vav consecutive and perfect. But so, and then we've got Vidatem is another one of these, right? With the Vav on a cal perfect second masculine plural from yada, meaning to know. And then Shalachani is the same verse with, but this is in pausal form, which is why we have the comments on the chet there. So this is a cal perfect third masculine singular with the pronominal suffix. So you notice the difference here, everyone. We have shilachani up here with the patach here, because this is the final syllable in the verse. The meteg, you can see the accent there is attached to it, which puts the whole, but puts it into pause, and then will lengthen that final that vowel there too. So that's what's going on there. All right.
Yep.
Ready to go with verse 14.
Pause took I didn't learn pause as an undergrad. I had to figure that one out later on.
Yeah. We had did you do Hebrew in undergrad?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, wow.
Did
cool.
Yeah.
I did too, actually, now that you mention it. I don't know why I'm like, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I did a couple years of it, and then a couple of reading classes. And then,
I remember in one of the reading classes we had at Trinity, we spent a day going over accents in the Masoretic text, and that was helpful. And I used to have a handy booklet too, right?
Yeah.
That I lost.
Oh, did you? I've got a PDF of it. The guide to BHS or something like that.
Yes, that one. I love that book. Jace also recommended, if you can throw that in there again, Jace. He's recommended a book for accents and cannellation, just a skinny little booklet that's affordable that you can buy. So, but yeah, if you want to do that, Jace, then I'll make sure to flag it. So,
yeah, I definitely need to work on cannellation, because I'm just like, it's cannellation.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
It's on the accented syllables. Yeah.
For so long, everybody just told me, just ignore it. Ignore it. It's not important. Just pretend it's not there. So
hang on a second. Vishanti's asking a question. I'm gonna queue up my
oh, do I need to flag that? How far back is that?
No, she just
on your okay.
Yeah.
On your DMs. Got it.
I gotta look for it. I don't remember what the title is.
Okay. Oh, here we go. This is the one that Jace recommends, is the art of Torah cantillation from he corrects it, UAHC. The art of Torah cantillation.
The art of Torah cantillation. Let me.
Yeah.
It sounded like art of Torah cancellation at first. So that's an odd thing to.
that's
a
different book, Dan.
That's called the New Testament.
Yeah,
minus.
Oh God, where's
Matthew and James and a couple of.
Damn it! Where's my rim shot when I need it? Oh. All right. Cool. Verse 14.
Verse 14. What do we got here? Rani v'simchi bat Zion ki hanani ba v'shachanti betochech Naum Adonai. And so we've got our imperative, sing, feminine singular, and rejoice, feminine singular imperative, daughter of Zion for watch me coming, and I shall dwell. We've got our Vav consecutive perfect again, and I shall dwell in your midst, utterance of Adonai. And Simchi, we already did, Rani and the Simchi, those are two feminine singular imperatives. And then we've got our first common singular call, perfect, the Vekatal, the Vav consecutive perfect. And then Va is a participle. And Va, man, I hated Va. Ba, because it can be, it's you always have to look at the context.
Is it a perfect? Is it a participle?
Yeah. But I learned pretty quickly that the hine frequently was followed by a participle, and that was huge. That was key.
Yeah. So just so everyone's aware, this form here looks identical in whether it's a masculine singular participle or a third masculine singular perfect.
Yeah.
So cool. All right. V'nelwu goyim ravim el Adonai bayom hahu v'hayu li la'am v'shakanti betochech v'yada'at ki Adonai Tzabaot shelachani elayich. All right. I'm just gonna, because I'm right here, I'm just gonna point again. Everyone can see the comments with the methag here in the last word. It's just these are causal forms, right? That's why the vowel changes. Okay, and then it's this is like you will be they will be. Yeah, so many great nations will be joined to Yahweh on that day, and they will be for me a people, and I will dwell in your midst, and you will know that Yahweh of armies has sent me to you. It's interesting here too. Now we've got we had the tem in verse 13, the masculine plural. Second singular. Here second plural. Sorry, masculine plural. Second person, and here we have a feminine singular form, which is corresponding to. It's not clear what the antecedent in that is there?
The you?
Yeah, I don't see it here.
I wonder if it's in that day, and they will be to me a people, and I will dwell. Because then you have in your midst. It's talking about them, and then in your midst. But it's that's feminine. Feminine singular, so maybe that's influencing the conjugation there.
Yeah, but okay. So for the verbs, we got the first one we got here again with the vav consecutive attached to the perfect. This is a nifal perfect third masculine plural from it's lamed vav hey, I think is the root. Is that right? This is I like this word because this is the root for Levite, and I'm pretty keen on the suggestion that that these are the Levites are the attached ones that were joined to the to like the nation, the Israelites, the Confederacy. and they carry with them a bunch of these fun traditions,
which is why they don't have land.
Exactly.
So, yes.
Yeah. So to those who and this is passive, those who they will be joined. The subject here is Goyim Ravim. And then we have again Vahayu, which is a cow, third masculine plural, perfect with the vav consecutive, and then Shakanti. We've seen these before. Again, the cow, perfect. There. This is a first common singular with the vav, and then this one I pointed out earlier. Vayadat is yadaat. Sorry, is a second feminine singular, cow perfect with the vav consecutive, and shalachani is the cow third masculine singular perfect with a first singular pronominal suffix. And again, notice we've switched back right to the patak as opposed to the pausal form. So all right, verse 16. I think we'll just do 16 and 17. It's the end of the chapter. We'll call it a night.
Okay. V'nachal Adonai et Yehuda chelko al admat hakodesh uvachar od b'Yerushalayim. And so we've got Nachal is and the Lord shall inherit Judah, his portion, or as his portion.
Man, that sounds familiar.
Yes, we've got a Deuteronomy 32:8-9 allusion here upon the Holy Land, or al. How should we be understanding that? Against the Holy Land, or on the Holy Land, in the Holy Land?
I see. That's I understood it as on.
Yeah.
Well, but
LXX has
because I don't think that makes. Oh yeah. Okay.
So pretty literal.
Not so helpful though. Yeah. No. It's hard to. It's hard to imagine what's going on if it's against, right? I think I struggle with that.
Yeah. So something in relation to the Holy Land, and he will choose again Jerusalem, or elect again Jerusalem. And so Nachal, we've got our vav consecutive perfect again. That's a 3ms call. Nachal, to inherit, and then uvachar, that's another vav consecutive perfect. And because of the vav is precedes one of the labial consonants, here the schwa changes to a shurek, and we've got our 3ms call, perfect, vav consecutive perfect there as well. Od Yerushalayim. Yeah, and then we've got our Yerushalayim in pause there toward the end, so you got the comets under the lamed. Yeah. And that's a weird. Do you see Jerusalem spelled with? Do you ever see it spelled with a yod mem, or is that hirek kind of a furtive hirek? Is that a kare perpetua or something like that?
Yeah. Honestly, I'm not even sure, but yeah, it'd be you. Shoot, I should have pulled open a I have it right here. I wonder what's going on if we have text from Qumran here. Sadly we don't. It ends at verse 14 in 4Q80. So unfortunate. Oh well.
Are you looking at biblical scrolls from Qumran? Or okay. That's such a handy text,
isn't it? Yeah. I particularly like that you've, because I've got both the accordance modules where you've got them all in order, but then I also really love the manuscript module. So, but yeah, No. Oh, look, Nidhi's here. Hey, Nidhi. Good to see you. All right. Nidhi, by the way, Dan, is he's one of my co-hosts for my bi-weekly Saturday night show, which is coming up.
Oh, right on.
This weekend. So, all right. Last verse. Has kol basar mipne Adonai. Ki neor mimeon kadosho. So here we have silence, all flesh from before Yahweh in Yahweh's presence. There's going to be a big exclamation mark there, I think. Oh shoot, I just oh yeah, he will or he has, I think, like awakened himself from his holy habitation or his holy abode. That's the Ma'on there.
Now, maybe the native Hebrew speakers in the chat might be able to help clarify for me. You pronounced the last word kadisho, but I would have defaulted to code show.
Oh,
here.
Yeah, that probably would have been better.
But and this is, there are a bunch of cases where the chatef or the kametz chatuf is not clear. And
Yes.
and I know where a word, the noun is usually like chokhmah. Sometimes it's not clear, and you default to the noun form, and so pronounce it as a kametz chatuf. But I wonder if anyone in the chat who knows Hebrew, at least pronunciation, better than me, has any guidance there. Is that code show there?
Yeah, let us know. Jason's just not paying any attention, and that's not helpful, Jason. Really not.
He's pointing out where there's a yod in Yerushalayim.
Oh,
and Jeremiah,
right. Yes,
Esther,
in a bunch of these
1 and 2 Chronicles.
Oh, yeah.
So it's pretty late.
Yeah.
Yes, it's code show.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So it's code show. So good. Just the one verb here. This is a nifal. Notice the tsere underneath the noon. It's a third masculine singular from ur. And the reason we have the tsere there is because you can't put the dagesh in the
guttural,
the ayin, so in the guttural. So it just it's my favorite thing is compensatory lengthening. So it's just fun to say, guys. You just say it. It's fun. So and I think that's it. So cool. Unless you have anything else.
No, I don't think so.
That was fun.
Well, was awesome. From his holy dwelling. The Greek has his holy clouds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Jason is Jason is very upset. He says we should keep going, but it's we only have 5 minutes, and I'm getting hungry. So and
you got a hard stop.
For tonight I do. I went a little bit longer last week because it was just me, so that makes a difference sometimes. But yeah, so that I think that's
here's a question: did Vav have a V and W sound in biblical Hebrew, or just the W?
I think,
because I've always heard that it was just W.
Just W. That's that one there, right? Yeah. I think that's what I remember as well. But that we all just teach it with the V sound. In large part because of like the later rabbinic conventions and then modern reading and things like that.
Yeah, so, Jay says it was V by the Second Temple period.
Right. Yeah. So And I mean, to me, it's always that's always one of the dead ringers. One of the dead ringer giveaways of the guys who learned Hebrew in seminary are the ones who pronounce "wa" and "th" with the unpointed tav, right?
Tav, yeah. Man, that is a heavy shellacking of KJV tradition on there. There's a good paper by Jeffrey Kahn about the evolution of Vav pronunciation. I'm sure there's something in. I just acquired, and never mind you how, the whole, what is it? Encyclopedia of Hebrew language and linguistics.
Oh my!
Yeah, all the volumes. I'm gonna have to go through there. I'm kind of disappointed because it's not very systematic. There are a lot of things that are covered heavily regarding like modern Hebrew that is definitely a part of biblical Hebrew, and like none of the papers cover those things in biblical Hebrew.
Yeah, of course. Why would they make it easy? So I think I have a super chat here. And I had another one. I'll get to your super chat in a sec, Lawrence. Select works of Cecil just wanted to shout out Robert Alter's Hebrew Bible translation because he points out so many interesting things about Hebrew sentence structure and wordplay, which he's a master at.
Yeah.
So good. But yeah, I agree.
Which is I have his Art of Bible Translation where he kind of really lays on heavy how much you have to kind of make clear your reliance on the King James version, and which I kind of frustrated with, but two, he really wants to make clear that he wants to try to bring through as much of the Hebrew form and wordplay and stuff like that as possible into English, which is fine for a very literary translation that is intended for well-educated folks.
Yes.
Who are going to be able to be like, I see what you did there, because they already know, they can already access the source text. But for many Bible translations, particularly for non-English languages where people don't have that kind of education, that's not an incredibly helpful translation philosophy.
True. Absolutely. So thank you, Lawrence, from the Behold Network. To both of you, on Saturday, Blasphemer's Bible is going to be covering Psalm 104, the hymn to the Autumn One. Would be really cool to have you both there. Is that 9 Pacific, I think, this Saturday, Lawrence? I might be able to pop in for that one. But
I'm gonna be Rome-word bound on. I'm going to present in the Enoch seminar. The non-Geroni meeting in Rome, and I fly out Saturday.
Excellent. Wow.
Yeah, it's on Christology. I'm very excited to go stir the pot about Christology.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, I always have a ton of friends at the Enoch seminar every year. So please send along my greetings.
Yeah.
And then there's a couple of super stickers here from your side.
Nice.
No, I got it. Cool. So thanks everyone. So you're heading to Rome. So that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Is it in Rome?
It is in Rome. It's it's at what's the thing called? It's some kind of and there's a special keynote. Lawrence Stuckenbrook is giving some kind of keynote at the Pontifical Institute. So that's part of the conference, but I think it's the meetings themselves, unlike last year in Milan where it was the venue was in the hotel that everybody was put up in. This year, the hotel's a couple miles from the venue. Yeah, but it's at the Facoltà Valdese di Teologia. My Italian is awful. So the Valdesian Faculty of Theology.
All right. Wow. Nitty says he expects epic YouTube shorts from Rome.
Every time I go somewhere, I'm like, I'm gonna do some local cool lives or videos or something, and I almost never find an opportunity to do it.
It's hard to figure it out. Yeah.
But I would love to do something.
Have you ever heard Lauren play the piano?
I haven't.
Oh my God.
Is he good?
God.
Okay.
So good. So we did a this is when was it? Probably 2014, I think. There was an event. This was in Norway. It was actually at Martin Skøyen's home.
Really?
It had to do with the forgeries, the fragments, and Skøyen has like this fabulous, kind of incredible concert grand in his receiving room where we were all, and Lauren just sat down and just started
and just decided to hold court for a while.
It was crazy.
That's cool.
He's so good. But yeah. Cool. Well, thanks again, Dan, for coming out.
Yeah.
So coming up for me, I'm streaming tomorrow at 5 o'clock Eastern, 2 o'clock Pacific. Vish is still away at I think you're in San Diego, aren't you, Vish? So
Jealous.
Ryan Kaltastic will be guest hosting once again, and my special guest is paleontologist Doc Dino, and we're going to be looking at dinosaurs in the Bible, which means, of course, we're looking
Job
at
42. Yeah,
absolutely. So and a terrible lecture from Jason Lyle, who doesn't know anything about dinosaurs or paleontology or the Bible. So it's just we're just gonna take giant shits on this guy for a couple of hours tomorrow. So that's
I don't think I know this guy, Jason Lyle.
He used to be at Answers in Genesis. He's an astronomer, I believe, by training. So I think, but he's just super obnoxious. He's one of the, I mean, they're all obnoxious. He's just really obnoxious. So come out tomorrow, everyone. That starts at 5 o'clock Eastern, 2 o'clock Pacific on this channel. And then on Saturday night, it's at 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific. I will be back with Nitty and Dr. Tapioca Weasel for another installment of Budget Scripture Saturday, where we look at dumb Bible videos, usually featuring lots of bad AI. And I usually drink more than I should. So, but it's a good time. It's a fun show. And then I think, I think that's it. I don't have anybody lined up yet for next week. So cool. Thanks for coming out, y'all. See how I did that?
Yeah.
So awesome. Smooth. Very smooth. Excellent. All right. Thanks again, Dan.
Yeah, and thank you. Appreciate it.
Everyone, as always, be good, stay safe, and hot tech fun.